Western bracket just wide open,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Chaos here, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams at less than 10 to 1 at the current odds at Heritage.
Wow.
8 teams being given less than 10 to 1 odds. Most times you see about 5, maybe 5 teams at less than 10 to 1.
That's a bunch.
Of course, everyone's talking about Oregon. You know, everyone's jumping on the bandwagon saying Oregon didn't deserve to be a number 1 seed. Maybe that motivates them. I don't know. But, Oregon 2.5 to 1, Oklahoma 3 to 1. What do you think about that? Duke, Texas A&M at 5 to 1, Baylor, Texas at 7 to 1. It's just Yale at 9 to 1. That's a terrible odds there.
Yeah,
that might even be a misprint. This is coming from from Heritage. St. Joseph's at 9 to 1. What's your take on the West? Who do you like to come out of the West?
Well, I like Oklahoma, and the reason I do is I think that they know they have underachieved all season, and I think finally the experience that these 4 starters have for 3 straight years together pays off at this level. I have no qualm, though, with Oregon getting the number 1. The way Oklahoma played down the stretch and the way Oregon turned it on, I think they might have been deserving of that seed. But I think it's going to piss Oklahoma off more than it's going to piss Oregon off. The people are saying they shouldn't have got that number 1.
Right.
So I look forward to Oklahoma putting it together and representing and going to the Final Four.
What about Texas A&M as a 3 seed? You know, they won the SEC. You know,
I know. It's just kind of weird. And that line also against Green Bay, I saw it at 13. Yeah, that's kind of, A&M's a very good.
Wisconsin, Green Bay, they lost by 5 at Wisconsin. They lost by 30 at Georgia Tech.
Exactly. So where's the, I don't get that, That's what I don't understand. That inconsistency, I think, will hurt them.
My sense is that Wisconsin, Green Bay is another candidate for a possible good first half play and then get blown out in the second half.
Yeah.
All right. So, man, if I had to pick who do I think will come out of the West at these odds with value here? What about Baylor? 7 to 1.
Nice. Woo.
I mean, they played some decent ball.
Sure they did. And
they got some decent wins.
And strength of schedule. They had a hell of a schedule, so that might be 7 to 1.
7 to 1.
I'll mark that down, Pete. I like that.
That's only current odds, the early openers at Heritage. So, we'll see where these lines move. So
there was 2 games I wanted to ask you about in this bracket. Duke minus 10.5 against UNC Wilmington.
Yeah, UNC Wilmington never really played a top team in their whole schedule. I think their top team was I forgot who it was, but it was not a top team. It was spicy to say. And 10.5. Look, NC Wilmington, they're going to leave it all on the court. Again, I could easily see this one being within 2 or 3 points after the first half. Could easily see NC Wilmington being up at the first half, right?
Wow.
36, 35, something like that.
Wow.
Would I bet them at plus 10.5? No.
No. You said that quick, too. I like that.
In the full game? No, I don't think so. But do I think that they're going to, challenge Duke at some point? Probably, yes.
Okay. With that being said, the other game I wanted to ask you about was Texas, minus 4, Northern Iowa.
Well, I'm seeing 4.5 right now.
Okay.
And Northern Iowa really came on strong.
Yes.
Really turned it on. For me, that would be a full game on Northern Iowa plus 4.5.
That's what I was thinking, too.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking too.
And definitely a threat to advance as well. Definitely a threat for an upset there.
Oregon State, VCU.
Oregon State, VCU. Well, here you have VCU, the 10 seed. We talk about this a lot when the lower seed is the favorite.
And a big
minus
favorite.
4.5.
Exactly, over the 7 seed.
Ooh,
I thought it was a typo at first.
Yeah. I guess spread-wise, I guess I would lead VCU minus 4.5, but I wouldn't be too
Tell you what, that
jazzed about giving
VCU
them any
club that
points.
showed up the other day better not show up, otherwise they're going to get it handed to them.
Yeah,
Boy,
I mean, look,
like
Oregon
hell.
State, maybe Oregon State didn't deserve to be in there, maybe they didn't deserve to be a 7 seed, but they're a quality team, right?
Exactly.
And sometimes these teams that get slighted by the media after they make the tournament then come back with a vengeance and actually start to do well.
Yes.
So I'm still feeling my way out about that one, feeling my way around.
How about
there.
that St. Joe's and Cincy game?
Again, another 9 seed as the favorite. Right now I have Cincinnati minus 1.5.
Yep, that's what I got it at.
And my pick, again, I'm not going to go against that tendency of 9 seeds that are favorites to win and cover in advance. I would take Cincinnati there.
Yeah, I probably would too, but that's one I'll probably lay off.
Yeah, all right, so let's get some picks. If you had to pick a team to come out of the West region with some value, you don't have the odds in front of you, but who would it be? Oklahoma.
I'm going with Oklahoma. Again,
Oklahoma.
I think they just know that they underachieved, and they're not happy with that, Pete.
3 to 1. I'm tempted to take Baylor as a value play at 7 to 1.
Yeah, I'm going to put a unit on that anyway, just for the hell of it. After you told me it was 7 to 1.
7 to 1. I guess. This is a tough one. You know what? For a value play, I would take Texas A&M at 5-1, just because of the odds, right?
Okay.
I certainly could see Oklahoma coming out of it. And if you had to give one early play on your favorite bet right now for the round of 64 in the West, what would it be?
I like Northern Iowa with those points.
Northern Iowa plus 4.5. Yeah, and
I like that.
Mine would be just to be different. I would take. Maybe St. Joe's could beat Cincinnati. Yeah. I would take just to be different. I would take Baylor minus 5.5 over Yale. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you know what? That's what I meant to ask you about. What's up with that line? Was that correct? Also, I know Yale.
They lost their top scorer, and he's been out for about a month, and they've done okay.
Yeah.
They've still done well, but Baylor's had some good results. Full game, I don't see Yale really hanging this year.
That's a team could hang in the first half though.
Right,
Yale,
sure.
it really is. It reminds me of the old Harvard team.
Absolutely, they could, but for the full game, don't see it. Although it certainly could happen.
It's doable. Absolutely.
All right, moving on to the Midwest.